Sadly, we need to say it again. The Obama administration might want to look up the definition of insanity, doing the same thing but expecting different results. That's actually Einstein who said that. The president unveiling yet another housing rescue, even though the other plans were not doing any rescuing whatsoever. To the Fox Business All-Stars, Jonathan Honig, Tobin Smith, Matt McCall, and Maegan Carberry. Jonathan, is this making you nuts?
You know, it's like, what else can you say, Liz? Is it from HAMP, help for homeowners, hope for homeowners? My God, we have been down this road so many times. You might as well take that, what is it, $500 a couple billion, take it down to the street, burn it, because this is only prolonging the debt.
What are you talking about, Jonathan?
It's making it more expensive.
It's going to help the banks. The banks are backed up. For what I read in the New York Times the other day, that it's going to take the state of New York 62 years to process all the foreclosures that they're going through now.
All right, but Tobin,
this will alleviate a lot of what they're experiencing.
All right, Tobin, go ahead.
Well, the part you're missing here, this is for FHA loans. These are loans that were made to low-income and middle-income people that somehow the government decided deserved, to get a helping hand, shall we say. And these are guarantees. They're not going to help the banks. They're going to
because the government blew all its money on the bailout, helping bankers.
All right, Maddie, I want to bring Matt McCall in here. And Maddie, why is it that it sort of seems like when history repeats itself, it just gets more expensive? Because didn't a decade ago the FHA start the ball rolling by offering 4 months of, mortgage relief to people in foreclosure, to unemployed?
And where did that get us, Liz? Into one of the worst housing bubbles we've ever seen in this nation. And right now, all the Obama administration doing is prolonging this housing bubble. If we keep keeping people in homes that should not be in homes, I hate to say that, we're never going to see the bottom in the housing market. So let them get out. They don't deserve to be in a home. That's what got us here.
Are you advocating for homelessness right now? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm advocating for free markets, capitalism. They're not supposed to be in homes. They're just prolonging this 12 months from now. What do we do? 12 more months? Eventually to realize you cannot own a home.
You're not advocating for homelessness.
Absolutely not.
You're saying they should rent instead. They should rent, right?
Yes. There's a renting market out there. Rent a home.
All right, let's move on because, I think everybody's head's going to explode over this one, and we all have to keep you on set here. I don't want you to go anywhere. All right. I don't know. Does Tobin's head just explode? All right, let's move on. GM tests driving a new promotion. Buy a car, get free insurance for a year. Well, now, will that really push someone off the fence if they're not sure about buying a car? Maegan, what do you think?
It sounds suspiciously like the housing deal. What's going to happen after a year down the road when no one can afford these houses?
All right, but Tobin,
Jonathan, go.
Tobin, does GM, I guess, do they need a policy like this to sell cars? I mean, what's going on here?
No, actually, what's bizarre is that when you look at the reasons why someone buys a car, the cost of insurance is number 435 on the decision cycle. So why they would try to do this, I believe, is maybe they want the people from the old homes in the FHA to move into the cars. I think that's what they're thinking.
Jonathan, is this going to work?
Well, I don't understand. It's like Megan's got no problem with the $50 billion bailout. Oh, but the insurance problem, we got that we can't have. I mean, Liz, GM, in my estimation, is a criminal enterprise. Funded with taxpayer dollars, given every taxpayer subsidy under the book. It's the modern-day equivalent of the East German Trabant. I'm short the shares. This is going to do nothing to help it long term.
For the record, I did not support the auto bailout. This just seems like a bad idea. Obviously, the cost of the insurance is going to be a part of the car.
But I don't think, Maddie, I don't think GM has created shareholder capital in decades. But go ahead. What do you make of this policy?
This is one more gimmick. They cannot sell cars. It's the bottom line. If they have to now give away 1 year free of insurance to sell a vehicle that nobody wants and nobody's going to buy even the free insurance, what does that tell you? This government made the wrong decision by giving them money and keeping this company afloat. They should be bankrupt right now in my mind.
All right, next up. You guys, listen to this one. Men hit particularly hard by the recession when construction and manufacturing jobs dried up, but men are now bouncing back in the job force, while women, they're not really doing so well in the job force. Matt, is the man session, is that over?
I think it is over. I'm in enough trouble already in the last two topics we talked about, but I think there's two reasons really men are doing better right now. One, because they got hit very hard during the recession, so they're getting a bitter bounce back, but I also think it's education. Men are actually going out out there moving away from construction jobs and educating themselves and taking over now the workforce that women have comfortably had for years. So men are moving in.
Maegan, besides the fact that women probably want men back to work, because all they're doing is wandering around the house, visiting the refrigerator too many times. But anyway, just aimlessly wandering. No, I'm kidding. But, Maegan, isn't it true, though, that women live longer? So this could hit, it's just as painful as for women as well.
Absolutely. Women do live longer. And there's a number of concerns for women looking to adjust their professional life as well. If you're looking at low-paying jobs that maybe you didn't train for, you're looking to make a transition, and you've got childcare, at what point are you working just to pay the babysitter? So it's
Jonathan,
great to have
Jonathan looks like he's cheering that the man session is over.
Well, listen, it's competitive out there, Liz, for men or women. I mean, the trouble is we need more jobs, and to be honest, I don't really differentiate between jobs for men, jobs for women, especially now, considering technology has made so many. Yeah, well, I mean, all the formerly male jobs cannot be done by women as well.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get Tobin in here. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, the big issue, unfortunately for men, is in every other metric out there, women are kicking men's butts. This year for new freshmen in college, for graduation rate, for even income. So you know what? The man session may be over, but I'll tell you, man, we're getting our butts kicked by women. Yeah.
I love that Tobin. What do you think, Maddie? Tobin's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Well, the man session is not happening here at Fox Business because, you're all here looking kind of dapper, wearing your Cary Grant outfit.
So.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, next up, stocks rocking, even though the